They told you hard work was the answer. That if you just put in the hours, stayed disciplined, and kept your head down, the world would reward you. But Niccolò Machiavelli, the dark genius of political power, had a different truth. Hard work is not the path to power. Manipulation, strategy, and deception are. In a world ruled by appearances, those who labor blindly are the pawns of those who play the game. This is not a motivational speech. This is a warning. 1. The mask of virtue. Machiavelli didn't believe in virtue, at least not as the world presents it. He believed in the appearance of virtue. The man who shows himself to be honest, humble, and hardworking might be praised, but the one who wears that image like a mask while working behind the scenes to bend systems in his favor, that man is feared, and more importantly, he is obeyed. Why? Because people don't care about truth, they care about perception. And hard work is the perfect illusion. If you look like you're struggling nobly, they'll admire you. But admiration is not power. Power lies in manipulation, and manipulation requires a mask. Machiavelli warned that rulers must often act against mercy, truth, and religion, not because they are evil, but because the world demands it. 2. The slave mentality of labor. Hard work is glorified by those who benefit from it the most, the powerful. When the masses believe that effort equals success, they work harder without questioning the system that exploits them. This is how kings stay kings, and why Machiavelli advised rulers to maintain that illusion. Labor has its place, but when you convince a man that his self-worth comes solely from his labor, he becomes easy to control. He won't question. He won't rebel. He'll wake up every morning thinking his sweat is building a future, when it's actually fueling someone else's empire. Machiavelli's prince doesn't waste time trying to earn power through effort. He seizes it. He shapes it. He steals it if necessary. Because results, not effort, determine your place in the world. 3. Power is strategy, not sweat. The most dangerous man isn't the strongest. He's the smartest. And even more dangerous than the smartest man is the one who understands perception. Machiavelli believed that the ruler must learn to be both fox and lion. The lion uses force, yes, but the fox uses cunning to avoid traps. In today's world, the fox survives. The lion gets hunted. When you rely solely on hard work, you're playing by the rules others wrote for you. Strategy breaks those rules. It allows you to rise above the crowd of strivers and pull the strings from the shadows. Success isn't about how much you do. It's about what you make others think you're doing and how well you make them move for you. 4. Meritocracy is a beautiful lie. We're told we live in a meritocracy, that talent plus hard work equals success. But Machiavelli saw through that lie centuries ago. He knew that power often goes not to the most talented or hardworking, but to those who understand timing, optics, and influence. The most Machiavellian truth is this: the harder you work without a plan, the easier it is for someone else to use you. True rulers don't wait for success. They manufacture it. They use alliances, enemies, media, favors, and fear. They control the narrative. Meanwhile, the hard worker is too busy grinding to realize he's not climbing. He's circling. 5. Control the ladder, not the climb. Machiavelli's advice to rulers was simple. Control perception, manipulate need, and ensure fear outweighs love when necessary. But most people are busy trying to climb a ladder someone else built. He'd say, don't climb the ladder, own it. What does that mean in today's world? It means instead of just working hard, work strategically, network with intent, build influence, control your image, choose silence when words would cost you, Offer loyalty only when it serves a long-term goal. Learn when to retreat so you can strike with precision. You don't get ahead by being the hardest worker in the room. You get ahead by making the right people believe you deserve to be. 6. Fear is faster than respect. One of Machiavelli's most famous lessons is that it is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. Hard work wins love, but fear builds thrones. When you're feared, people hesitate. They second-guess themselves before challenging you. They give you space. They give you silence. And that silence is where you operate best. Machiavelli knew fear was not about cruelty. It was about predictability. If people believe that crossing you brings consequences, they will serve you without being told. The man who works hard wins applause. The man who instills fear wins obedience. 7. The illusion of equality. Hard work sounds democratic. Anyone can do it. Anyone can rise. But that illusion blinds people to reality. Machiavelli's dark genius was understanding that people want to believe in fairness more than they want fairness itself. So the ruler feeds them that illusion. Give them just enough hope. Praise their effort. Reward the few, not the many. And always remind them, their failure is their fault, not the system's. This keeps rebellion at bay. It makes workers compete against each other, not question their master. 8. Appearance over reality. To Machiavelli, what seems to be true matters more than what is true. That's why he advised princes to keep up appearances, religious, virtuous, generous, even if they are none of those things. Today, this philosophy is alive and well. CEOs claim humility while crushing competitors. Politicians praise the people while stealing from them. Influencers preach authenticity while crafting every post for attention. Meanwhile, the hardworking man posts his grind, hopes for a break, and waits. But the Machiavellian operator doesn't wait. He controls the spotlight. Perception is reality, at least to the masses. 9. The strength of calculated coldness. Emotion makes you human, but in Machiavellian thinking, emotion makes you vulnerable. The man who works hard often ties his identity to his effort. He takes pride in his sacrifice. That pride becomes his weakness, because when someone questions it or denies him what he feels he's earned, he breaks. But the cold, calculating mind endures. It doesn't hope, it acts. It doesn't feel entitled, it takes. It doesn't burn out, it adapts. Ruthlessness isn't about being cruel. It's about being willing to do what others won't, especially when others are still clapping for effort. 10. The final lie. Hard work will set you free. This is the deadliest lie of all, because it keeps millions docile, hopeful, and blind. Machiavelli would scoff at the idea. Freedom does not come from effort. It comes from power. And power is not earned. It is taken, forged, manipulated, and defended. So what should you do? Stop glorifying effort. Start measuring impact. Stop proving your worth. Start controlling your value. Stop playing the hero. Start learning the game. Machiavelli didn't write The Prince as a bedtime story. He wrote it as a guidebook for survival and domination. If you want to rule, don't work harder. Work smarter, colder, quieter. Put on the right mask. And don't just play the game. Rewrite it. If this script exposed a truth you've always felt but never put into words, comment below. Let us know how the lie of hard work has affected you. Share this video with someone who's stuck grinding without gaining. They need to hear this. Subscribe for more Machiavellian truths, stoic power plays, and ruthless strategy, because power isn't given, it's taken. Stay sharp, stay cold, stay in control.